Whether you're a professional photographer and you're just looking for a smaller camera to tote around, or if you're a snap-happy traveler, I'm going to tell you all about this Canon SX20. I think you're going to be impressed. Take a look at this Canon PowerShot. This is the SX20 IS, which stands for Image Stabilization. And like I said, whether you're a professional photographer and you just want a smaller camera to tote around to ball games, or if you love to travel and take high quality images, this Canon will do just the trick. First of all, this is a 12.1 megapixel camera with a 20x optical zoom, 4x digital. But this 20x optical zoom is something to write home about. Let me power on so I can show you how tight we can go. And take a look at the very, very top of the lens. You'll see it lists the focal length and the 35mm equivalent, which is actually something I've never seen before. It's a pretty cool feature on this Canon. Also comes equipped with a 2.5-inch TFT LCD screen, and this is actually a Vari-Angle LCD screen. See, it rotates, and you can actually have it turn towards the photographer, and it actually rotates 180 degrees, and it actually, let me show you. Let's go this way. Fits right back in here like so. Very cool. The Vari-Angle, that's what it's called. Also, you have a 28mm lens. Comes equipped with a Digic 4 image processor, and that is a faster, better quality processor, and comes equipped with noise reduction. And you can really tell how quiet this camera is when you zoom in and out. It doesn't really make any noise. Also, you can shoot HD movies on here, 1280 by 720, and that's at 30 frames per second. Also comes equipped with an HDMI connector, so you can hook up to your flat screen and watch all of your movies and view all your photos on your HD TV. Comes equipped with optical image stabilization, and it also has this feature called Smart Auto. And what Smart Auto does is it tracks moving objects, and it also has 22 predefined settings. So based on your scene and your lighting, it will automatically determine the best focus and the best setting for your situation and make sure that your shot comes out excellent. Also, you have full manual controls, so if you like to experiment with different settings and get all artsy with your photography, you can do that with this camera. And when it comes to scene modes, you have all of the latest options, and one I really liked was called Color Accent, when you can actually pick and choose colors to take out and of the image and have the rest of the image in black and white. It was really cool, and I had a lot of fun experimenting with it. Now, this camera actually takes 4 AA batteries, not rechargeable, so you have to go out and make sure you have plenty on hand. Also, you need an SDHC card or an MMC card to make sure you don't run out of storage for all of your HD movies and all of your photos. So let's take a look around this Canon PowerShot, and I'll show you some more of the features. You have a built-in flash that pops up, and you also have a hot shoe right here if you want to add on a bigger flash. Also, take a look at these speakers. You have right and left dual speakers to make sure that your audio quality is superb. You also have your AF assist lamp and your self-timer right here. Now, moving on up. Right here, you'll see you have your flash, and across from your flash, you have your mode dial, and this is how to go from auto mode to manual mode to scene mode to movie mode, and we'll show you more on the mode dial later. You also have your on and off switch right here. Over on the back, you have your playback, you have your exposure, you have your display, and your trash right here. You also have a one-touch record button for your movie mode, viewfinder, and here is your pick bridge, and you can also in playback mode mark which pictures you want to print later on with this button here. Also, you have your LCD that pops out, and this is a 2.5-inch LCD, TFT LCD, and it is a Vari-Angle, so it rotates like so. Pops right back in. And along this dial, you have your manual focus, your ISO, your self-timer, your macro mode, and your function set button right here in the middle, your menu, and your display. Now let's move along to the side. Right here, you have your DC, your power in, also your AV out. In here, you have your mini USB port and your HDMI port. And right here, this is for your SD card. So let's start by powering on, and I'm going to take you through all the different modes you can shoot in. And I'm going to open this TFT LCD screen and face it to you. There you go. All right, so right now we're in auto mode. You also have program mode. And to view your settings, you just hit the function OK button and everything pops up and you can scroll through. This is right here is your white balance. You also have your color effects. This right here is your bracketing, your flash controls, this is how you can change your brightness, your shooting mode, and your size right here. Now let's go into the next mode, which is TV, and that is shutter priority. And with shutter priority, you actually set the shutter speed and the camera will set the aperture. And it's the complete opposite with AV, which is aperture priority. We'll go on down to aperture priority. And with aperture priority, you set the aperture and the camera will select the best shutter speed. Now you also can go into manual mode, and with manual mode you have full controls over your aperture and your shutter speed, and it's really, if you want to get artsy with your photos and you want to, try out new things and new settings, I suggest going into manual mode. Now let's say you're in manual mode and there's a certain setting that you really like and you want to save it. You can do that with custom mode right here. So that's pretty cool. You can also shoot HD movies when you're in HD movie mode. And again, just hit the function set button and all of your settings will pop up like so. You also have right here Stitch Assist, which is a really cool option. It's coming more and more common on point-and-shoot digital cameras, and you can actually stitch several different photos together to get that full panoramic view. Let's go into scene mode, and you have ISO 3200, and we'll scroll through a couple of these so you can see. Color accent, which is one that I really had a lot of fun with, where you can actually select certain colors in the shot to keep, and everything else will be black and white. Let's go through a couple more. Color swap, indoor, sunset fireworks, beach, aquarium. We have all the typical ones here. Let's try out sports mode. There you go, sports. You also have night mode, night snapshot mode, landscape, and last but not least, portrait. So let's take a look at a couple of the shots I took earlier today. The first one, you can really see what the color accent mode can do. And I took a couple pictures of these barrels that I found, and they were very colorful, and I decided just to keep the red in the image. So take a look at these now and how great they turned out. Also, I wanted to show you what great quality you can get with the 12.1 megapixel camera. So take a look at this large tree and all the vines coming down, and you really can see a lot of detail here. Also, take a look at this picture of a cafe, and as you can see, we're looking in through the gate, and this is some cool shots we were messing around with. And also, to show the 20x zoom, I took a picture zoomed all the way in at this sign. It's a Cafe Demetrio, and you can see how close and how telephoto you can get with this 20x zoom. So again, this is the Canon PowerShot. This is the SX20 IS, and it's a really great camera. It's got a lot of cool features. You can really have a lot of fun with this camera and take it with you everywhere and just really experiment with your photographic skills and test out all the different scene modes. It comes with all the latest and greatest in digital photography. So that's all we have for you today. Check this one out. This is the Canon PowerShot SX20. I'm Sam. We'll see you guys later. For more information on the Canon PowerShot SX20 IS, just visit any of these major retailers and type in C930-1668 into the search box. For Computer TV, I'm Sam.